Alright lads, how you doing? Welcome back to Baggy TV. Hope you guys are all good, all well. There's a couple of things that I'm talking about today, and I've made videos about these two players in the past. But it's the fact that Frank Lampard has asked for these guys. So I want to discuss Frank Lampard's situation in respect to these transfers, as well as these transfers. So I'm going to be talking about JOVIC, and I'm going to be talking about COUTINHO. So they're the two main topics. There's going to be other players linked into these topics, like KANTE, etc., etc. But they're the two main topics, COUTINHO and JOVIC. Before I get into the video, lads, I want to ask you to subscribe, because a lot of you are continually watching my videos but you're not subscribing to my channel. And if you want me to continue and you want to support me, the best way you can do that is by subscribing to my channel. When you subscribe, you're letting me know that you're interested in my content, and I will keep on bringing content to you guys. So subscribe, like, and share my videos. I'd really appreciate that. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can see by the thumbnail, Lampard has requested the signing of both JOVIC and COUTINHO. Now, we all know the situation in regards to Chelsea managers and the board. A lot of Chelsea managers have issues getting the players they want, because they're not seen as managers, but they're seen as coaches. So a big fuss was kicked off about that when KANTE was in charge of Chelsea, if you guys remember. And he was demanding players, and the board were not giving him those players. And he kept on referring to himself as the coach and not the manager. And there's a difference between a coach and a manager. The manager has more control in respect to the squad and the team, and has influence on the club and how they go about doing certain things, while a coach focuses purely on the pitch and the team and the selection and the training. Does not get involved in any other aspect outside of the team. So Frank Lampard, with his status with Chelsea, with his history, with his reputation, he has more influence, and therefore can demand certain things, and they'll get granted because of who he is. So it's been reported in various media sources that Frank Lampard has requested JOVIC and has requested COUTINHO. Now, I've made a video about JOVIC way back. I'm going to put a link up here somewhere. JOVIC is a very, very good player. A very, very good player. No doubt. No doubt. This season in Real Madrid, he has not done anything. He's not been given the chance to do anything. He's messed up. He's messed up the few opportunities that he's got. He has got a couple of goals, but he hasn't been given a fair chance to show himself. Zinedine Zidane loves Benzema. He wants Benzema to be the number one striker. So he hasn't given JOVIC the opportunity to prove himself. JOVIC was the most talked about striker in the Bundesliga a couple of seasons back when he was playing for Frankfurt. Everybody wanted him. We played against him and we saw what he can do. So he is a player that definitely can be a good striker for Chelsea. Definitely. Given the right opportunity. Now I know he's had a dodgy couple of weeks with the lockdown. If you guys have been following his story, I'm not sure if he's been released yet. I think he's out on bail. Yeah, go read up on JOVIC and his lockdown situation. So that is a problem. That is a problem. But anyway, COUTINHO. Now the COUTINHO situation is a little bit more interesting. Apparently, I'm reading today that Barcelona would like to give us Coutinho in exchange for Kante. I don't know if I should laugh at that or if I... Now, I'm not sure how serious they are, because this is just a report that I literally read a few hours ago. I have a lot of issues with this. Kante is world class. This season had injuries, but he's still the best holding midfielder on the planet, no doubt. Even though he's had a bad season in respect to injuries and form and whatnot, he's still one of the best holding midfielders in the world. They want us to give them the best holding midfielder in the world for and the exchange is Coutinho. At one point, a rising star. At one point, a player that had great potential. At one point, but today and over the past couple of seasons, Coutinho has not shown that he is that rising star anymore. He hasn't fulfilled that potential. You can argue and say, well, Kante isn't performing to that level anymore. So it's a little bit of a tricky one. Now, the price tag of Coutinho, the curve. Remember I was talking about the curve? The price tag of Coutinho has gone down, and now it's going back up again, and it's going down again. And you know, a few weeks ago we were talking about £50 million, £60 million. Now we're talking about £75 million. And now we're talking in exchange for N'Golo Kante, a player whose price should be north of 100 million. Or is it? You see, the current situation, financial situation, players' prices are dropping. All players, their prices are dropping. Unless your name is Jadon Sancho, then your price is not going to be dropping for some reason. We'll talk about that later in a different video. But what do you guys think about N'Golo Kante being swapped for Coutinho? What do you guys think? Is that a good move? I don't know. You see, Barcelona right now have issues. Barcelona right now, they're getting rid of Rakitic, apparently. Vidal is also probably on the way out. They're having to shuffle around. They're having to shuffle around a lot of their players. So Kante to Barcelona would make sense if Rakitic and Vidal leave. For them, it would make sense. But does it make sense for us? I'm still in two minds about this. I still have not made up my mind about swapping Coutinho for Kante. I do want Coutinho to come to Chelsea. I've made that clear in my videos. I do want Coutinho to come. I know a lot of you guys don't like that because, you know, the competition he's going to have with Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, etc., etc. I just think having Coutinho for us as Chelsea is a good move. Whether it's going to have an impact on those players, hopefully it'll have a positive impact. But anyway, for me, Chelsea first, players second. That's just me. Now, Coutinho and N'Golo Kante, let me know in the comment what you guys think about that situation, because I'm still in two minds. I'll be honest with you. I can see the positives, and I can also see the negatives, and I don't know where I stand at this point. Probably will do in a couple of days, but right now I'm still thinking about it. Okay, so that is those are the two main stories for today. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, it's an interesting couple of stories. Just thought I'll have a banter with you, share my thoughts with you guys. Oh, and one more thing. Some of you have asked me to give you my sources in regards to some of these articles, some of these news stories. I don't give you that information. I don't give you the sources in the videos, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a journalist. I'm not reporting news. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion on certain bits of news, on certain events that are taking place surrounding the club that I support. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm not a journalist. So I don't want to misquote a source. I don't want to misquote a journalist or a report in my videos, because that's not what I'm about. I'm giving you my perspective, my feedback, my point of view. So I just wanted to make that clear, because a couple of you have asked me for sources, and it's easy. Google it. Google today. Google KANTE swap deal for COUTINHO. Google that. You'll find these articles. Frank Lampard demands the signing of LUKA JOVIC. Google it. You'll find the article. So you don't need to. I don't need to include the sources. If you're asking me for sources, you just be lazy. So that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next one. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe and peace out.